Those New York Jets get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
Here you go. Go right in. Then we're going to 52. There you go. Kill. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun, dancing to his left. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Let's make these babies protect.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Recon, 132.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flushed out right. He's got Anderson right side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A screen to Bell. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 89 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
We're going to set.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Throwing on second and 14. Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Kill.
Third and long for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down now, it's Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Check. Watch it before. Hey.
On first down, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
27.
Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll try the right side with Elliott. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A 49-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
They run with Powell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Montgomery running right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll run with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Alert 3. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
A first down carry by Elliott. And unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On 2nd and 7, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Griffin. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Powell takes it from Darnold. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Got to do better. Come on.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, open is Powell. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Darnold now to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here we go, 46. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
Let's get in there.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10th carry now for Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Darnold completes it, and he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
25, check 25.
Going to 54. Line in.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down and 4, Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. High throw, but the catch is made. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check three.
Throwing again is Darnold, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Daniel Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
At the 28-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Prescott from the gun on third. Complete to Jason Witten. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
We're going to 52.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense.
Here we go, 47.
Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the carry.
From the 38, Darnold. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Darnold, flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Kill.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On the return comes Cobb. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On play action, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Keep playing hard.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Darnold, escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Cowboys, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.